Shalom. All praises, honor, and glorification unto our mighty, marvelous, and wonderful power. Call Halaim La Alahayanawa Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, whom rule well, and who are great examples to our younger brethren. Salutations as well as health and wellness unto the hopeful elect of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai scattered across the earth. This is your brother Allah coming to you with another lesson. And the title of this lesson will be Women Were Created for Men, Not the Other Way Around. Purpose. Right? So Lord willing, the elect of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai be edified. And, Lord willing, this lesson will be a quick hit and straight to the point. So what I'll do is I'll play a brief clip. I may play it a few times, and then Lord willing, get a good amount of scriptures and then close out. So let's get right into it. And Lord willing, you can hear the audio of the clip.
Here's the myth. You're not going to like it, but here's the myth. God is preparing a man for you. Incorrect. Biblically speaking, the Bible says that God created Eve for Adam, not Adam for Eve. I'm going to let you sit on that for a couple seconds. God created Eve for Adam, not Adam for Eve. So the one God is preparing is you. You have to understand that God prepares you as a woman to come into the life of a man, to be a helpmate, to bring value into his life, to be able to allow him and encourage him to do what God has destined for him to do. But as a woman that is unprepared, what happens is instead of allowing the man to do what God has called him to do, you make it all about you. And you want the man to make you his God. It was never planned that way. As a woman, you need to align with your man, and both of you need to serve God, because that is what God ordained, for man and woman to join together and serve God.
So you heard it, man, and she's fairly on point, she's fairly on point. She's pretty much on point, And this reminds me of, the elect women, because you indeed do have women who are of the elect and who are ordained to be delivered from the times to come, as it is written, Matter of fact, I'll get that briefly. Let's see. Right. This is 1 Timothy, the 2nd chapter. And it reads, 1 Timothy, the 2nd chapter, verse 15. And it reads, notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue with faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. Now, really quick, let me get another translation. Because, I ran across a translation that was, it worded it, I like the way it worded it better. So let's see, I believe it was maybe the NLT. No. Salakia, hold tight. I believe this was it, 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15 in the NKJV, right, New King James Version. Nevertheless, she will be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith, love, and holiness with self-control, which the word holy in Hebrew is quadash, meaning set apart, which, that's the spirit, because, the elect are holy and set apart. Right, that portion of Israel is set apart for deliverance, which the elect consist of the 144,000 and the rest of the elect men, women, and children. You see, so let's see. So let me play it one more time, and then we'll get into it.
Here's not going to like it, but here's the myth. God is preparing a man for you. Incorrect. Biblically speaking, the Bible says that God created Eve for Adam, not Adam for Eve.
You see, and she got that right, you know. The scriptures tell you that. You know, the woman was created for the man. And more precisely, the woman was created to be a servant, or, you know, a servant, a help, an asset to man. You know, and that's the definition of the word woman alone. Right, we'll get it. Right, so you see here in the Edemon line, in regards to the meaning of the word woman, it says woman, female servant. And the intel behind that is that the woman was created to serve the man, right? The woman is to be a servant unto the man. Now, just, you know, for the sake of furthermore edification, the word man means servant as well, as you see, right? But the intel behind that is that man was created to be a servant unto the Lord, you see? So our purpose as men has nothing to do with women. Now, our role within the earth involves women, right? Precisely being that we're the protectors, providers, so on and so forth. But our purpose, which is to serve Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, has nothing to do with women. Now, the purpose of women has everything to do with men, because that's inherently why they were created, to serve men, you see? So you niggas out there that are in that woman worshiping spirit, you know, and you're all about the woman, you know, all your time is channeled towards the woman. The Lord's going to put your ass down, man, because that's pussy. And the Lord is not dealing with pussies, you know. The scriptures tell you, man, let me get it. Shew yourselves men, be ye strong therefore. Right? So this is the book of, damn, it got dark in here. This is the book of Salakia, shew yourselves men. Right, Isaiah 46:8. And it reads, remember this and shew yourselves men. Bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors. And I'll get this as well in the book of 1 Kings, the 2nd chapter, starting at the 1st verse. And it reads, now the days of David drew nigh that he should die. And he charged Solomon his son, saying, I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong therefore, and shew thyself a man. And keep the charge of the Lord thy power to walk in his ways, to keep his statutes and his commandments, and his judgments and his testimonies, as it is written in the law of Moses, that thou mayest prosper in all that thou doest, and whithersoever thou turnest thyself, that the Lord may continue his word which he spake concerning me, saying, if thy children take heed to their way, to walk before me in truth with all their heart and with all their soul, there shall not fail thee, said he, a man on the throne of Israel. You see? Right? You know, and there's more, you know, Job 38:3, so on and so forth. Right, but continuing on, let's see, what do I want to get? Matter of fact, let's get this. And that's beautiful that this lady here, you know, that was in the clip, you know, pretty much she understands her purpose within the earth. You see, which majority of these women nowadays don't. You know, they have no clue what their purpose is. You know, you see, and that's inherently vain. You know, or in other words, useless, which that's the meaning of the word vain. Right? Something that doesn't serve its purpose is vain. As you see the definition of the word vain, it says producing no result, useless. And that's what most of these women are, because they operate in accordance with their purpose. You know, they're not in accordance with their purpose. And, most of them are against that, They, get all fired up at the idea of, serving men being their purpose. But that's fine, man. The Lord is going to put them out, That's the solution, death. And major death is soon to come, as it is written. So let's see, and I'll get the precept, because all things have their use, right? Ecclesiasticus 39:21. And it reads, a man need not to say, what is this? Wherefore is that? For he made all things for their uses. And that's your use as a woman, to serve the man, to be useful to men, to be an asset to men, to be a help meet for men. You see, that's why you were created. Just like the lady said, she got it right. So now let me move on to Genesis 2:18. And it reads, and the Lord power said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him an help meet for him. And that's talking about the woman in particular, because this was dealing with Adam, Eve, right? But in general, women were created to be a help meet for men. So let's see, let me get this now. Another precept, 1 Corinthians, the 11th chapter, starting at the 8th verse. And it reads, for the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. See, men were created for the Lord. Women were created for men. You see, that's the order of that, So now let me get Genesis, the 3rd chapter, and the 16th verse. And it reads, unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception, which, this part of this verse is a curse, That's why women go through birth pains and so on and so forth. And sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desires shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee, right? Which that latter part is a reminder of the order, which, in particular Eve, which is who this was stated to, was being reminded of the order because she stepped out of order, following the act that she committed and what she did, And Adam stepped out of order as well because he followed after his wife when his wife's supposed to follow after him. You see? So continuing on, let's get Ecclesiasticus, the 36th chapter. Just straight to the point. And the 24th verse. And it reads, he that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. And we already explained that, a help like unto himself, because the word man means servant as well. But once again, man was created to be a servant unto the Lord. Woman was created to be a servant unto men. So that's pretty much the point of this lesson. With that, Lord willing, you were edified. Once again and forever, all praises, honor, and glorification unto our mighty, marvelous, and wonderful power. Call Halaim La Alahayanawa Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Rakakwadash. Salutations as well as health and wellness unto you, sincere Akim, and few sincere Akwat out there. See you in the next lesson, Lord willing. Wa Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Babakasha Ababa. Wa Shalom DTA soon. And you sincere Akim Wa Akwat, keep pushing.